Smith, 4 Leslie Ann, ridden by Colin Brown. 5 Captain John, Peter Scudamore. 7 Straight Jocelyn, Hugh Davis. 9 Approaching, Bob Davies. 10 Master Smudge, Steve Smith-Eccles. 11 Sparky's Choice, Colin Hawkins. 12 Sugar Alley, Chris Grant. 13 Royal Mail, Steve Jobar. 14 Doddington Park, Richard Lindley. 15 Two Swallows, Anthony Webber. 16 Political Pop, Robert Earnshaw. 17 Man Alive, Neil Doughty. And 18 Shady Deal, ridden by Richard Rowe. Those are the 14 runners. They'll be parading in front of the stands, headed by Diamond Edge, as they are now, as we join them with Richard Pittman.
Diamond Edge coming towards us now. Bill Smith in the saddle. This horse hasn't run so far this season, but he's done plenty of work. Also a gallop here after racing quite recently, and I wouldn't think that he'll lack for fitness. He's carrying the top weight, 11 stone 10. Diamond Edge, and he's certainly earned it. Behind him, the mare is Leslie Ann. Well, the mare hasn't won it since Kirsten, way back the early days. Ridden by Colin Brown, this one, for David Ellsworth. She might not be quite ready yet. She'll be going to Cheltenham, and I think she's probably best in the spring. Behind her, we'll see the light colours of Captain John. This horse, colours of Michael Muskos, who recently applied for a trainer's license, but that was turned down. Diamond Edge 9-2 favourite, Political Pop 11-2 and 8-1 bar. So the parade for this, the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. 3 miles, 2 furlongs and 82 yards. I wonder if those 82 yards will be making a difference between the winner and the second. Diamond Edge by On a Bound out of 6 of Diamonds, owned by veterinary surgeon Sam Luffridge from Exeter, and he's 9-2 favourite at the latest show. It's coming to the winning post, but in the reverse way to where they're racing. Leslie Ann, the mare. Well, what a super mare she is, by Menelik out of Royal Rally, trained by David Ellsworth. And Captain John, very useful horse, only 2 runs so far this season, 2 wins. He's 12-1 present. Behind him, Straight Jocelyn, lovely big horse this one, ridden by Hugh Davis. Hugh was stable jockey to Roddy Armitage last year, moved on. He's 10-1 at the next show. Then Approaching, well, this is a former winner of the race, 1978, 10-1 shot there, and ridden by Bob Davis, as Bob Champion will be struggling to do this weight. A lot of people out on the course to watch the horses close up. Master Smudge, well, 12-1 shot. What a great horse this has been to Arthur Barrow, who's now public trainer, and he's done very well with this horse. Out and out stare. After him, Sparky's Choice, this full brother to Sparkford. He's a 20-1 shot, had no sort of a run last time out, and afraid got into a lot of trouble. Still looking quite burly, but he's a butty little horse, a well put together horse, strong, nice sort, very cheap, only £2,000 originally, this one. Number 12 is Sugar Alley, 14-1. Well, he came a cropper last time out at Cheltenham, but he's a decent animal. Stan Mellor's horse should be following him in the parade. This is Royal Mail, there he is in the spotted colours, an 8-1 shot, out and out stare, ran a terrific race in the Grand National to be 3rd to Aldeniti and Spartan Missile. 14, Doddington Park, well, he was brought down by Sugar Alley last time out, 10-1 shot at the moment, trained Lambourne by Nick Gaisley. Then the grade 2 Swallows, ridden by Anthony Webber, 33-1 shot, and he'd be the first grade to win it since Stallbridge Colonist in '66 if he's successful. Then 16, Political Pop, 11-2 second favourite, and this one, good horse. 17, the other grey, almost white now, is Man Alive, ridden by Neil Doughty, trained by Gordon Richards. 12-1 shot, likes fast ground, this one. And last but not least, Shady Deal, a Doer Stayer. Got a bit of ground to make up on Diamond Edge from the Whitbread, an 8-1 shot at the latest show. So there are the runners, 14 of them, on their way to post for this Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. The penalty value £14,289 to the winning owner. So as the runners go to look at the first, we have a full show betting for you.
Diamond Edge 9-2, Political Pop 11-2, Royal Mail and Shady Deal 8-1. On 10-1, Leslie Ann approaching, Straight Jocelyn, Doddington Park, Captain John and Master Smudge with Man Alive 12-1, Sugar Alley 14-1, Sparky's Choice is 20-1, and Two Swallows 33-1.
So the runners, having looked at the first fence, although they all know what it's about here, 16 is Political Pop. That's the hope from Michael Dickinson, who's already had 2 winners so far today at other meetings. And this one, 6 wins from 7 runs last year. But on his far side, number 12, the white sleeves, is Sugar Alley. This one ridden by Chris Grant, a very good jockey from the north. You'll be seeing a lot of him for a good many years. But he's a terrific horse at his best. And after running well at Wetherby last month, he was fancied to win at Cheltenham. But this is what happened. He's arrowed in front and going to the ditch in front of the stands. Now just watch as he gets to it. He seems to change his mind and he puts a foot into the ditch itself, treads on it, and gives his jockey no chance because he powers into the ground. But he brings down O'Ineas in the white colours there, and on the far right, Doddington Park goes as well. But look at Sparky's Choice in the red. He stands off and clears 2 fallen horses. What an amazing recovery. There's Doddington Park rolling clear of the Schmozzle, and Richard Lindley getting to his feet. So Sugar Alley causing all sorts of problems there. He's 14-1 at the ladies' show, and he has done that before at Ascot. I remember last year he met one all wrong, but he is a good horse and he's capable of running very well here. The trainer told me she's not quite at her best, although he would like to see her run very well here. He thinks she's just better in the spring. Ridden by Colin Brown, and she really needs this distance and is best in soft ground, as she showed at the Cheltenham Festival meeting there, with the circle round her jockey, coming around the last bend and going past Corbière. This is the end of a hard, long slog. Easter Eel back in 4th in the yellow colours, but she shows here that she really can stay. David Ellsworth going to take her back to the Gold Cup in March, but this was a hard slog over 3¼ miles, 3 miles in fact, and she's just going away at the finish. So she wants this distance and wants soft ground. I don't think, in fact, that the ground will be soft enough for her, and she's 10-1 at the last show. The bottom weight there with the white sleeves, 18. Number 9 is approaching with the cross belts coming towards us, and there is Captain John. The light colours there, but it looks very nearly as if they're being called in. In fact, they're not. They're being regirthed. Sparky's Choice still being regirthed. But Captain John has done nothing wrong, winning his only 2 outings easily. However, he did make a couple of jumping errors in his latest race at Ascot. Here he's gone to the front some way out and winning quite easily from Doddington Park, just flipping through the top there, but he's got the race well sewn up. This was a good performance, although the weights, there's a big turnaround in the weights today, and he's a lot worse off with the second horse, who is Doddington Park, so they should be a lot closer together. But just see as he goes to the last, if I remember, he makes another mistake there, just grabs at it, but gets away quite clever, and in the end wins convincingly. Now that is very good form indeed. Captain John is 12-1 at the last show, and there is the favourite, number 3. That's Diamond Edge. Well, he's got 2 Whitbreads to his credit. They, of course, run the last big race of the season, and totally different cup of tea to this early part of the season. Prior to Christmas, results are often different, but he's done nothing wrong at all and has worked well at home. Bill Smith, very, very good jockey. I've ridden a lot of winners in the Royal Colours. Behind him is 16, Political Pop, and then 10 was Master Smudge. Of course, we saw him win at Cheltenham. There, number 13, Royal Mail. He's trained by Stan Meller. And this horse had a lot to make up on Diamond Edge from the Whitbread, but that was after his grueling run in the Grand National. He's a lot better now, a winner last time out, and let's see how they bet.
Diamond Edge 9-2, Political Pop 5-1, Straight Jocelyn and Shady Deal are on 8-1. Royal Mail has gone out of point to 9-1 from 8, and Leslie Ann approaching and Doddington Park still 10-1. Captain John, Master Smudge and Man Alive are on 12-1. Sugar Alley 14-1. Sparky's Choice 20-1, and Two Swallows still the outsider at 33-1.
So 3 miles and a quarter and 82 yards to go. Philip Blacker, Royal Mail's normal partner, not with us with a broken collarbone, unfortunately, but we wish him well. They're under orders. Over to you, Peter.
And 21 fences to be jumped in the 25th anniversary Hennessy, and they're away with Master Smudge going on from Doddington Park and Two Swallows and Sugar Alley and Straight Jocelyn, a Political Pop and Captain John and Man Alive as they jump the first. And they're all safely over the first and coming straight to the first of the ditches now. Master Smudge in the lead. And Two Swallows on the inside, Doddington Park and Sugar Alley, all very close, this quartet, followed by Captain John and then Political Pop, and then Straight Jocelyn and Diamond Edge behind them. Royal Mail, behind Royal Mail is Shady Deal, and then Man Alive, and then approaching is Sparky's Choice. Leslie Ann is the back marker as they come to the next, the leaders. At the third, Master Smudge, Doddington Park, Two Swallows, little between that trio with Captain John and Sugar Alley right up with them, and just behind a Political Pop and Royal Mail and Shady Deal on the inside. Then the little gap to Diamond Edge behind them, approaching and Straight Jocelyn and Sparky's Choice and Man Alive and Leslie Ann, and over the fourth, and still very closely grouped, and they're all safely over the fourth. And they're going a real good gallop now as they make towards the final fence on the first circuit, right over on the far side, with the grey Two Swallows just leading them at the moment. Two Swallows was over there in the lead from Doddington Park and Master Smudge. And on the inside, right up with them, Shady Deal, and just behind them, Royal Mail, and approaching right close to them too, and they're beginning to swing left-handed now, and still going a really fast pace. Two Swallows from Master Smudge and Doddington Park, then Sugar Alley and Captain John and Shady Deal on the inside, and Political Pop and Royal Mail, and Straight Jocelyn right up with them too. And the back marker at the moment, Leslie Ann, as they come to the cross fence. Master Smudge and Two Swallows. This is the sixth from Doddington Park, just in behind Doddington Park. Sugar Alley, behind Sugar Alley, Captain John, Straight Jocelyn. They were all straight safely over that one. Shady Deal on the inside, and rounding the home turn into the straight on the first circuit, Master Smudge is the leader. From Two Swallows on the inside, then Doddington Park, then comes Captain John and Sugar Alley and Shady Deal as they level up towards the next. The grey, Two Swallows. From Master Smudge, spotted sheepskin noseband just towards the left, the white face over on the far side of Shady Deal. Captain John between horses, just in behind them, Doddington Park. Then comes Sugar Alley as they come to jump this one. And all safely over it, and coming to another ditch now. This is fence number 8 of the 21 in all. Just the grey Two Swallows there from Master Smudge, Captain John, Shady Deal, Doddington Park, little between that quintet. Just in behind them come Political Pop and then Sugar Alley and then Man Alive. Royal Mail over on the far side. And Diamond Edge not far behind the leader. Sparky's Choice has dropped back last, and they're coming up towards the 10th now. Two Swallows, Shady Deal, Master Smudge, Captain John, Doddington Park, Sugar Alley, Political Pop and Diamond Edge, and then Royal Mail, and behind them Straight Jocelyn and Man Alive. And then approaching is Leslie Ann, and then Sparky's Choice, and now racing towards the water. And as they come to the water, it's Master Smudge on the near side, the sheepskin noseband showing just in the lead from Two Swallows. Then on the far side, Shady Deal, Doddington Park on the near side. Behind them comes Sugar Alley, and then Captain John and Straight Jocelyn, Diamond Edge and Royal Mail, Political Pop and Man Alive, and Leslie Ann approaching, and Sparky's Choice, and they're all safely over the water, all 14, and going out into the country now for one final circuit in this 25th Hennessy Gognac Gold Cup, with Master Smudge in the lead, from Two Swallows in second. Third is Doddington Park on the outside, with Sugar Alley close, and then Shady Deal, then Straight Jocelyn and Diamond Edge, and then Royal Mail, and then Captain John, and on his outside is Man Alive. Then Political Pop with Robert Earnshaw still with a double handful, then on his outside is Leslie Ann and Sparky's Choice, and finally the 1978 winner approaching as they come towards the 12th, and Master Smudge landed in the lead, and they're all safely over that one. Master Smudge in the lead from Sugar Alley and Doddington Park, and on the near side, Two Swallows with Shady Deal and Diamond Edge very close to the leaders now as they jump the third ditch. And over that third ditch it was, and they're all safely over it still, and it's Master Smudge, Shady Deal on the inside. On the outer is Sugar Alley. Diamond Edge has now moved into fourth. then Two Swallows 5, Donington Park is 6 and 7. Here's Captain John, and then comes Royal Mail, and then Political Pop, and approaching is Improved Now. Coming to fence number 15. Very closely grouped in the lead. Master Smudge, Diamond Edge on the inside. Shady Deal right up with them. Doddington Park and Captain John and Royal Mail and Sugar Alley. Leslie Ann is the back marker as they come to the last, right over on the far side, 6 from home. Sugar Alley, Diamond Edge, Shady Deal on the inside. Straight Jocelyn right up with them now and beginning to swing left-handed. Straight Jocelyn, the sheepskin noseband nearest to us now. On the far side is Diamond Edge with Shady Deal just in behind them, Doddington Park. Then Sugar Alley, then Captain John making good ground on the inside. The Grey Man Alive on the outside. And swinging left-handed now and making towards the cross fence with 5 left to jump now in the Hennessy. Shady Deal on the inside of Diamond Edge. Straight Jocelyn right up there. Then just in behind them come Captain John going very strongly over the cross fence. And Diamond Edge landed in the lead there from Straight Jocelyn. Captain John blundered and Shady Deal is very close in third as they round the home turn now. And it's Diamond Edge, Straight Jocelyn, Shady Deal. These 3 just ahead of Master Smudge. Political Pop is making very good progress, and Leslie Ann also not far behind the leaders as they come down towards the 4th last, and a very open race it is too. Diamond Edge, Shady Deal, Captain John on the far side, Straight Jocelyn, the sheepskin noseband on the near side, Straight Jocelyn, Diamond Edge there, Captain John on the far side with Shady Deal. They're coming down to the final ditch now, and it's Diamond Edge, Shady Deal and Captain John with Straight Jocelyn on the near side over the final ditch. Diamond Edge and Shady Deal on the far side now from Diamond Edge. And making good progress now is Political Pop as they come down to the 2nd last. Shady Deal lands in the lead from Diamond Edge and Straight Jocelyn, Political Pop, and then comes Leslie Ann, and it's Diamond Edge, 11 stone 10 top weight with the advantage now as they come to the final fence. Diamond Edge from Shady Deal on the far side, Political Pop coming there very strongly over the last. Diamond Edge lands in the lead from Political Pop, and the faller there, Leslie Ann, and racing into the closing stages. It's Diamond Edge from Political Pop, and a big weight difference here, 18 pounds. Diamond Edge from Political Pop, and Diamond Edge is holding Political Pop, and Fulk Warren wins his 7th Hennessy at the line. Diamond Edge has won it. Political Pop is 2nd and 3rd. Straight Jocelyn 4 came Shady Deal, then Captain John approaching, and Master Smudge behind them. Sparky's Choice and Royal Mail are behind them, Two Swallows, and then Doddington Park and Sugar Alley and Man Alive. And so the result of the 1981 Hennessy Gold Cup, first number 3, Diamond Edge, owned by Mr. Sam Lockridge, trained by Fulk Warren and ridden by Bill Smith. Second was number 16, Political Pop, owned by Mrs. Ann Starkey, trained by Michael Dickinson, ridden by Robert Earnshaw. And third was number 7, Straight Jocelyn, owned by Mr. Derek Jackson, trained by Roddy Armitage and ridden by Huell Davis. And it's a photo for 4th place, a photo between Shady Deal and Captain John. But Fulk Warren has done it again. Diamond Edge becomes the oldest horse to win the Hennessy for 14 years. Fulk Warren wins it for the 7th time. Bill Smith wins it for the 1st time. Fulk's 24th winner of the season. Bill's 11th. Here's how Diamond Edge